Welcome, everybody. Wow, I'm so pleased to see you all. I'm absolutely zinging with excitement. Oh, we have got something truly special for you. I do hope, like me, you're beginning to feel some Christmas tingles. Are you feeling the magic of Christmas? Oh, it's so exciting, isn't it? Well, today we're going to introduce our Christmas story. I'm going to tell you about that soon. But do you know what is a bit of a problem? And it's becoming a bit of a problem every year. I'm afraid Grandma Fantastic is never here on time. I do hope she's not late today. What is that noise? It's so loud, rattling around my house. Oh, what is that? Oh, there's glitter falling from the roof. What is going on?
Hello, Mrs. C.
Oh,
Just showing off my new jetpack.
jetpack.
Yes, Mrs. C.
Oh, is that to stop you being late? I bet.
Well, yes and no.
Mm.
It's an early Christmas present from a friend of mine,
Oh,
and he said, go and test it out. It's a jetpack of joy.
oh,
So I thought
lovely.
I'll jet in for the story read.
I love it.
Entrances for me, Mrs. C.
Well, it's certainly not boring. A jetpack of joy.
Yes, but I like to jet back in and then shimmy all the way in for the read.
Oh, your entrances are really getting quite extravagant,
I'm an
Grandma.
extravagant lady, Mrs. C.
I know you are, and I love some of the words that you've brought in as well, like extravagant. Wow, you're like a walking thesaurus, you are.
Well, when you've got words to dazzle and stories to tell, a little shimmy and a swoop goes a long way.
Oh,
I think that all the children are ready for the Christmas read now.
well, they are ready now. You're here. We have been waiting for you, but you're better than normal.
Well,
Well,
I'm going to jet off for a bit, Mrs. C, because
settle
I've got
down.
a little mince pie and a tiny little drink waiting for me, so I'm going to go and get that now.
Well, I hope it's squash.
Of course it's squash, Mrs. C.
Best be squash.
With something else. Okay, I'll see you after the story, Mrs. C. Bye, children. See you in a bit. Bye.
Yeah, go and settle down. Oh, I do love Grandma, but she can get a bit noisy. Now, we've got the most wonderful story. And this story is called The Snowflake by Benji Davis. And it's a story about a tiny little snowflake who's going on a really big journey. This is such a magical story, and I know you're going to love it. So sit back, relax. You can bring a little sprinkle of your imaginations as well as we find out a little bit more about this wonderful tale. The Snowflake by Benji Davis. Here we go. High in the sky one winter's night, a snowflake was made. She wheeled and skipped and twirled between the clouds. She squealed, only soon she began to fall. But I don't want to fall, said the snowflake. You're supposed to fall, said the cloud. That's what snowflakes do. I don't want to, pleaded the snowflake. Please help me, Cloud. Please help me from falling. You'll find your way, said the cloud. Good luck. The snowflake wasn't at all sure. She twisted this way and that way and this way, tumbling as she fell, and the snowflake grew dizzy. Far away, in a town nestled between the hills, there was a little girl called Noelle and her grandpa Pappy, and they were walking home. Noelle's breath puffed into the cold, crisp air. I wonder if it will snow tonight, she thought. The snowflake fell over tree-dotted hillside. She drifted over valleys and streams, and she hoped that she would soon stop falling. And suddenly she came upon a place that looked promising. But every time she thought about where to land, the wind whisked the snowflake onwards, and there was nothing she could do. Soon she passed many windows that glowed in the evening light, and in one window there was a tree strung with lights, and on the top a bright star shimmered. For a moment the snowflake forgot all about falling. Oh, to be a star on that glistening little tree, the snowflake thought. Noel saw that window too, and the tree was decorated in every colour, and on the top a star shone brightly. Noel wished she had a tree like that. Maybe next year, Pappy said. They passed many more windows with trees in them, and each one was beautiful, each one was bright, but they were all different. Then, not far from home, Noel found a branch on the path. My little tree, Noel said. High above, as the air grew colder, the sky grew darker, and the wind blew harder. The snowflake was rushed and pushed along, and she wondered if she would ever land. Then through the wind she heard laughter. There were more like her, loads more snowflakes, and they danced and they swirled all around in the night air together. And they were joined by even more snowflakes that all were rushed along in and out all around each other. And they were never next to each other for too long, and each snowflake was different. But one way or another, they were all falling, and this made the snowflake feel a little bit better. When Noel arrived home, she set to work. Her mum took down some old boxes of paper, and together with Pappy, they decorated the tree. They used all the different colours, just like the tree in the window. And they made some paper snowflakes too. Noel put the tree outside so everybody could see it. She hoped that its little branches might soon be covered in real snow. But as Noel went to bed, she felt there was something missing from her tree, something quite important, but wasn't sure what it was. High above the house, the sky was swirling and drifting and circling and falling. Nearly there, whispered the cloud. When Noel woke up the next morning, the world felt different. It felt brighter and softer, quieter. Then, as she climbed out of bed, she remembered my little tree, and she raced downstairs and she gasped. For every rooftop and every hillside and every tree had grown white, but one special snowflake had settled on the top of Noel's little tree. I did it, said the snowflake. I found a way to stop falling. And she felt very proud. Noel danced into the morning light, and the snowflake caught the sun brightly, and it shone like a star. Oh, I love that story. I love that story so much. It's so heartwarming. The story of the little girl and the story of the snowflake. In fact, two separate stories that spin together for the most magical ending. Oh, this festive season, I think it really holds a message for all of us. Wherever you go, and sometimes you might fall, no matter what happens, ultimately you will find a way to shine. Oh, oh, wow, glitter. Oh, who's this? I know who this is. Oh,
It's only me, Mrs.
I knew it was
I've
you.
just popped back in to say goodbye because I've got to jet off for Christmas.
Well, guess what, Grandma?
What, Mrs. C?
I know you like to shine, and I've got a little present for you.
Oh, lovely, thank you.
Do you
What
know?
is it? Oh, I hope it's sherry.
Well, not exactly.
Oh,
It's another way you can shine.
oh, Mrs. C, thank you. I do love glitter.
I thought you did. Oh,
Okay, children, I'm going to go because I've got to jet off. I'm not going to see Father Christmas. I'm just got a new boyfriend that's got a big beard,
what?
grey, but he's not Father Christmas.
Right, that's
Okay, so I'll see
too
you. I'll
much
see you. Wonderful
information.
Christmas.
Yeah, we don't need to.
Teachers, bye,
We.
Mrs. C.
Oh dear, we really don't need to know about boyfriend, do we? Please don't remember that bit of today's story. What I do want you to remember is how you can shine brightly by being. Oh, what a racket! You too, Grandma. Oh dear, what's she like? It's such a wonderful time of year, and I hope that you snuggle up close to stories. And I wish you all a sparkly and bright Christmas. Big love from me, Mrs. C, and of course, wherever she is now, Grandma Fantastic. Have a wonderful last week in school. Bye, everybody. Do you like my earrings?